Hi, welcome to Wednesday, and I have a little bit of a surprise. Our youngest daughter, Tara, who can do what I do, is in from Colorado visiting. So she's going to help me answer some of the questions today, because we both know how to do it, but sometimes we have a different spin on it. What works for me doesn't always work for her, and what works for her definitely doesn't work for me.
Doesn't?
No, it doesn't work at all. Okay, Tara, why don't you give us the first letter?
All right, this is from Ariana from Hawaii. Ever since I've been on my own, I have a difficult time keeping a place to live and keeping a job. I'm now 50 years old. I don't drink, smoke, or take drugs. I have 2 bachelor degrees, several certificates, and I'm very skilled and talented. I keep a job for maybe anywhere from a few days to about 6 months, and then I'm let go. Someone, at least one person, goes after me all my adult life. Is this a curse? Please help.
I think it is. It's seeing it's lasted so long. I believe it is. And the 3 things that curses do affect are health, money, and relationships. So obviously money is a problem, and you didn't mention the other 2, but could be, maybe not. So the only thing that I can tell you to try, and if this is what it is without me to actually physically talking to you, then it will work. Get When Go Speak, one of my books. Don't even buy it. Go to the library and take it out. The whole last chapter in that book is how to remove negative energy. You cannot do it to yourself. You've got to have somebody do the little ceremony on you. And once that's done, you'll be amazed on how things should absolutely turn around and be better for you. Whoever you choose to do the little ceremony on you can't do it wrong. There's no way to mess it up. If it's not done right, it's not going to make it worse. So don't even go thinking like that. Either it's going to work or it is not. So, and you'll be the judge. After it's done, things should start clearing up. It might take 2 to 3 weeks before you start seeing a difference. But you should see a difference if that's exactly what it is. And again, just listening to the letter, I'm going to say that that's probably what it is. All right, Tara, this is from Andrea from Wisconsin.
The cheese state.
Yes, it is. Marianne, how do I get rid of the spirit in my basement? I purchased my 80-year-old home about 2 years ago and had been coexisting with the spirit in my basement. Didn't bother me or my husband until recently. I stated to him that he could not come upstairs into the regular part of the house, that he had to stay down in the basement. Well, we're planning to have a baby soon, so we're starting to move around some of the stuff in the house to make room. And a family member gave me a set of a glass bird, a mama, and a baby bird. We woke up to a thud, and my husband saw the gift bag with the bird in it on the floor. The bag was pushed off the table. Could this ghost have done this? A few days ago, I went through the process of asking the spirit to leave our home. I even drew a map to a very close church and stated it was time to leave. He was sad at first and then got very angry at me as I kept insisting he leave. My husband isn't as sensitive as me and gets goosebumps when he goes in the basement now. And now I'm scared to go downstairs myself. I also feel him now creeping his way around my house. I don't know what else to do. I need the space. I need to feel safe moving forward and bringing a baby in the house. Please help. So your opinion on that one, Tara?
Couple issues. First of all, just because you tell the spirit to stay downstairs doesn't mean they're going to stay downstairs. They're going to go where they want, when they want, how they want. You're talking to them, you're giving them energy, they're going to come upstairs with you, they're going to follow you around because they're giving you the energy. Also, it doesn't matter sending them to a church. That doesn't work. You need to send them to a funeral home that has a service of someone who has passed away. Don't tell them, All you gotta do is write it down on a piece of paper. This is where you should go. You can use that white light. That's kind of the two things that I would suggest to do. In the meantime, you can also smudge. You can reach out to your local parish if you belong to a church. Have someone come in and bless your house. That's not necessarily going to make it go away, but it's going to bounce out the energy. Please don't get holy water and do it yourself. If you don't belong to a church, get a smudge stick.
And smudge sticks work, if they're done properly, every 2 weeks. It will definitely make a huge difference. It will keep them lethargic, and you will feel the difference. Mm-hmm. And again, stop talking to them. Worst thing in the world. You are just feeding them. Tara, when she lived here in the Cleveland area, did a lot of work here, so I'm sure some of her past clients are looking in. For anybody in the Denver area, Tara does do this in that area. So I'm not in Colorado that often. And when I do, I visit. I don't want to go
vacation.
Right. I don't want to work. So a couple more. Teresa asked about, is there ever going to be another Ghost Whisperer TV show? No. I'm pretty sure there's not. Jennifer Love Hewitt is onto bigger and better things in her mind, and she's married now and has 2 babies, which is what she always wanted. So, and she is on 9/11 now, terrific on that. So, no, we're not going to do another Ghost Whisperer. And she also wanted to know, can my late husband touch me? Yes, of course he can. If he hasn't crossed over, or if he has crossed over. Because he can come in a dream and give you a nice pat on the cheek or fix your hair, or yes, he can absolutely be there. And as long as you see him in a dream, you can go ahead and talk to him because you know he's crossed over. If you've never seen him in a dream and you think, even if you think that is your husband, do not talk to him because it may not be him. And this is Julie. She wants to know if there's a spirit around her because she's always randomly freezing. It's a temperature change. Because of movies and TV, they always say cold spot, cold spot. It's not. It could be any kind of spot. And next Wednesday, we are going to be talking about walk-ins. Some people call them step-ins. There was actually one of the Ghost Whisperer shows had this on when Jim died and another spirit walked into their body. And I've gotten a lot of letters on that. So let's try to straighten that out or tell you my opinion on that. And again, if you're in the Denver, Colorado area, give me a ring. See what you can do. Thanks so much, and we will see you next week. Bye-bye.